She told him he was holding her back. She said it to his face. No apology, no softness, just a woman who had already decided. That woman was Maya, and the man she walked away from was Daniel. He had built something real. He had offered her something most women never find. But Maya had a plan. She had a promotion in sight. She had a vision of herself at the top. And in that vision, Daniel wasn't there. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Daniel understood that. Maya did not. She thought power lived in a title on a business card. She thought she could trade a man's devotion for a corner office and feel nothing. She was wrong. Daniel, I need to be honest with you. This relationship is suffocating my growth. Every time I have a late meeting, you question me. Every time I choose my career, you look hurt. I didn't sign up for a man who needs constant reassurance. I have goals. I have ambition. I have a future to build. You're asking me to slow down for you. I can't do that. I won't. So what are you saying, Maya? I'm saying I need you to step aside. My career comes first right now. And if you can't accept that, then we're done. I've accepted everything about you. I've never asked you to choose. You're choosing for both of us without asking me. Yes, I am. Because someone has to be decisive here. He didn't beg. That surprised her. She had expected him to fight. She had expected tears, maybe even anger. Daniel simply nodded. He looked at her the way a doctor looks at a patient who refuses the cure. Calm, certain, resigned. He packed a bag that same evening. He left his key on the counter. No note, no final speech. He was gone, and Maya told herself she felt relieved. She told her friends she felt free. She told herself the weight on her chest was just adjustment. She climbed. She got the promotion. She got the title. She got the office with the window. I'm telling you, Sarah, I made the right call. Daniel was sweet, but he was small-minded. He wanted a housewife hiding inside a career woman. You're glowing. Honestly, you look like someone who just shed dead weight. Exactly. I don't have time to manage a man's emotions. I have a team to lead. I have targets to hit. I have a life to build on my terms. That's the energy. That's growth. Honestly, you're the most focused I've ever seen you. I'm proud of you. Don't look back. I won't. I don't miss him at all. Good. Because men like Daniel are everywhere. You can always find another one of those when you're ready to settle. Right. When I'm ready. But success is a quiet room at the end of the day. Maya learned that slowly. The promotions kept coming. The meetings filled her calendar. The salary grew. And then the loneliness grew with it. She started noticing things she hadn't before. The empty seat across the dinner table. The silence of a Sunday morning with no one to talk to. The strange ache that arrived whenever she saw a couple laughing at nothing in particular. She told herself it was just fatigue. She downloaded 3 different apps. She went on 7 dates in 2 months. None of them felt like anything. None of them looked at her the way Daniel used to. None of them stayed. She started asking about him quietly. Small questions to mutual friends. How is he doing? Is he still in the city? The answers unsettled her. He had started his own consulting firm. It was doing well. Very well, actually. He had moved into a new place. He looked good. He seemed happy. Maya sat with that information longer than she wanted to admit. A man she had called small-minded was building something significant. A man she had left was living better without her, and she was sitting in a corner office feeling nothing. Daniel, Maya, this is unexpected, I know. I just wanted to talk. I'm not sure we have anything to talk about. Please, just 5 minutes. I've been thinking about you, about us, about what I did. I made a terrible mistake. I chose the wrong thing. I chose a title over a real person. I chose ambition over love, and I've regretted it every single day since then. I'm sorry, Daniel. I am truly, deeply sorry. He looked at her without anger. That was the hardest part. There was no bitterness in his face, just clarity. Just the look of a man who had already processed every word she was saying a long time ago. Maya, I don't doubt that you mean that, but I need you to hear something. You didn't make a mistake in having ambition. That was never the problem. The problem was that you saw me as an obstacle instead of a partner. You decided I was in your way before you ever gave me the chance to walk beside you. I would have supported you through every step of that climb. I was already doing that. But you needed me to be smaller so you could feel bigger. And I won't apologize for refusing to shrink. Daniel, I know. I was wrong. I know that now. But people change. I've changed. Can we not at least try? Try what, Maya? You told me I was holding you back. Those were your words. I can't unhear them. She cried. She asked again. He didn't move. He wasn't cruel about it. He wasn't cold. He was simply a man who had already healed and had no interest in reopening the wound. A Stoic man does not punish. He does not chase what left him. He does not negotiate with a version of love that only shows up after it has tried everything else first. Daniel had spent months rebuilding himself after she walked out. He had used the silence she left behind to become someone even more grounded. He wasn't going to trade that peace for another chance at the same pain. I'm seeing someone, Maya. She's been in my life for 4 months now. She didn't ask me to be less. She didn't see my steadiness as a limitation. She saw it the same way I always hoped you would, but you didn't. And I had to accept that. I had to accept that what I offered was exactly right. It just wasn't right for you. You're really not going to give me another chance. I gave you everything I had the first time. There's no second draft of that. I wish you well. I genuinely do. But this door is closed, Maya. And I closed it from the inside. She didn't move. She thought about everything she had said to her friends. All that confidence, all those speeches about ambition and freedom and not settling. She thought about the key he left on the counter. She thought about how he hadn't said a word when she ended it. Now she understood why. He already knew something she would have to learn the hard way. That a man who knows his own value doesn't argue when you tell him he has none. He simply leaves. And he doesn't come back to prove you wrong. He lets your own regret do that for him.